What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mad Bets, Yahoo Sports weekly sports betting show. I am Matt Gothard, here with my buddy Jared Quay, ready to break down some lines, go through every single game. First of all, though, I got to say I'm sorry for telling you not to bet on LSU. You were right. You were right. And I just wanted to say that before we get going because I know you've been holding that over my head, and I just wanted to get it
That
done.
means a lot. To see this is to see you tell the people not to bet on LSU, and I knew that was going to win. That was a pick I had circled like 4 weeks ago. I was like, LSU looks good. They're going to beat Alabama. And so thank you for that.
Absolutely. I mean,
You know you can make it up even better than me?
how?
This weekend in Vegas, give me some winners. Give me some winners in Vegas, man.
That's right.
We're going to Vegas.
We're going to Vegas this weekend as a late celebration for my birthday, so we need some winners. That's why we're going to start off with our most confident picks of the week, followed by Minty Bet's best bet of the week, then your commitment, followed by 2 moneyline parlays. We're going to do some prop bets with Matt Harmon, our fantasy expert, followed by Thursday Night Football with Brad Evans, and back to school picks with Pamela from Odd Sharks. It's a very, very exciting day today, so let's just get into it. Locked and loaded, what is your best pick of the week, Jared?
Thought you never asked. All right. I'm taking the most spicy game of the weekend, baby. I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens to beat the Houston Texans by 4.5 points, all right? I've done my research here. Let's be honest. Deshaun Watson is amazing. Lamar Jackson is good. They're 2 elite quarterbacks, but take the quarterbacks as a wash, and you got Baltimore down the board. Home field advantage, better coaching, better offensive line, better running game. I think Baltimore should dominate this game throughout. I think they win by 7, but I do think that Houston and Deshaun Watson can come with some late game heroics. But this is an easy game for me, so I'm going to make this my 5-star commitment lock of the week. Baltimore Ravens minus 4.5.
This is a fun bet if you're at home in California, anywhere in the world doing online betting. But if you're in the sports book like we're going to be, it's kind of hard not to think Houston Texans money line, man.
You're just like...
I kind of want that Texans money line.
You just like numbers. If I was like, yo, I'll give you 1,000,000 odds that I'm not Jerry Campbell, then you would be like...
I'd throw $1 down.
Yeah, you would
I'd
throw
throw
it down. You would lose
$1
your dollar. You would lose your dollar just because of odds. You can't just bet odds. You got to bet smart. We're here to make money, people, not just blow it.
That should be a lot of fun to watch that game, though. I mean, in general, 2
Just
really fun
quarterbacks.
offenses.
Just the quarterbacks. But I think that Houston is going to do what they do, but Baltimore's going to be like, yeah, we got Lamar Jackson, but we're just going to pound it with Mark Ingram, and we're going to play solid defense, and we're going to win this game 17-10.
What part of the game do you think Baltimore will exploit the most?
Well, Houston's run-stop defense hasn't been amazing. Christian McCaffrey had a really good game against them, and I just think that if you run the ball well, you control the clock, you control the game. It doesn't matter what Deshaun Watson does. And I think they're hurting with J.J. Watt gone. They missed a lot of pieces on their defense from last year. They're not as strong as people think. I think they won some close games. They beat Jacksonville 2 weeks ago. They're coming off a bye. But I just think that John Harbaugh is a great coach, and I think that he's the better coach in this matchup. And coaching is going to play a big part with 2 young quarterbacks. So I'm taking Baltimore, baby.
All right, Baltimore's the pick. I'm going to change a little bit, and I'm going to go and take the Philadelphia Eagles plus 3.5 at home against the New England Patriots. We have one Patriots fan that is going to destroy me if I lose this pick, but I'm that confident about it. I'm just putting it out there. They're a home underdog. Everybody's betting against them. They're going to continue to pick up points this week. You might even be able to get this at 4 or 4.5. I really like this, and I'm probably throwing money on the money line too because it's Vegas, baby. It's Vegas.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, but ooh. You're going against the Patriots off a bye with the Bill Belichick as a coach. And he hasn't lost 2 games in like 100 years. And so you expect him to lose back-to-back games with a team, the Eagles, who drop balls, have a bad secondary. And I don't know. I really don't want the Patriots to win because I can't stand the Patriots. But logically, I would pick the Eagles because of you. I don't want to touch this. I'm not going to bet on this game.
There's good news, though. They don't have to win. They just have to lose by 3 or less. And I think they could do that at home.
That doesn't happen with the Patriots. Patriots either lose the game big or win the game big. They don't play close games.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm very confident about that, but I feel...
I mean, it's your lock and loaded, so we hope it wins. I'm rooting for the Eagles now. I'm with you guys. Fly, birds, fly.
All right, who else are you flying with?
All right, I need you to be a fan with me if you're going to rock with me because I'm rocking with you.
Okay, yeah.
I'm taking my hometown favorite team, man. Jacksonville Jaguars plus 3.5 against the Colts, all right? They're at the Colts. They said Brissett will play, but the Jacksonville Jaguars are getting Nick Foles back, and they have the Colts number. Last year, 6 quarters of the year, because they played twice, they didn't even score on the Jaguars. And I think the Jaguars plus 3.5 is easy money. I actually would take a money line here because I do think they win. I'll take the points just because I want to make sure you win absolutely. But you can be like, man, I could have bet money line. They won by 7 points. But I'm taking the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Leonard Fournette has a good game. Nick Foles, DJ Chark. And I think the Colts are banged up and they've been losing games. This is a trap game for the Colts.
I love all of your Jaguars picks, but this one I love the most because I actually like it. I think that this could be the pick of the week. And like you said, money line, it seems very enticing, but with that hook getting 3.5, I think I take the 3.5. I'll ride with you.
I appreciate that.
Do you want Nick Foles back in, or do you want Gardner Minshew?
Gardner Minshew's good, but Nick Foles is good too, and he's getting like $80 million. So I'm like, we can't just have $80 million sitting on the sideline holding signs up. I need $80 million throwing touchdowns. I hope it's like we said, I hope it's the Jalen Hurts Tua last year. I hope that Foles throws 5 touchdowns, they up by 35, and then they're like, you know what, let Minshew go in there and put some work on him. And the stash is like, yo, I got to keep shining so I can get an $80 million contract myself in a couple years.
All right.
And I want him to be rookie of the year, so you got to get at least 2 more touchdowns.
Ooh, well, I don't know if that's going to happen. But
who else is going to get it?
You know what? I'm not going to waste any more Jaguars time on this show. That's a big divisional game. Another big divisional game that I'm going is I'm taking the New Orleans Saints -6 on the road against the Tampa Bay Bucks. This game right now has a lot of value on the Saints. The Saints are coming off of a very bad game, their worst of the year where they lost. Now they're going on the road to play Tampa Bay. 6 points, though, is not going to be enough to slow down this Saints team. Tampa Bay is a flip of a coin if they even show up, and I do not see the Saints dropping 2 in a row, especially with Breeze back.
I love that pick. The Saints have one of the best defenses in the game. Tampa Bay has the best run-stop defense, but their pass defense is terrible. And I think Drew Brees wants to get a point across after having kind of a bad game coming back. And so I think the Saints win this one pretty handily. Tampa Bay is good for giving you 3 or 4 interceptions. They'll score some points here, but I just think Jameis is going to throw a couple of touchdowns to the other team too.
Well, having a lack of a pass rush is definitely going to be the #1 reason why I'm taking the Saints. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited for all these picks. Those are our best bets of the week, and I think it's time for a celebrity shot with our friend Minty Bets, her best bet of the week. Let's see what it is. Minty, welcome back. This week, Jared and I are coming to Vegas, so we need a winner. What's your best bet for Sunday?
This Sunday, I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals plus 11.5. This will be the second time in 3 weeks these two teams are meeting, and I'm expecting the Cardinals to make the Niners sweat again, especially with the banged-up Niners team. They've got quite a few key players injured and expected to miss Sunday's game, which will have an impact on their performance. Cliff Kingsbury has something to prove and has, in fact, improved with each game. Even though it hasn't resulted in a win, from a betting perspective, the Cardinals being 3-1 against the spread their last 4 road games is good enough for us because the Niners are 0-4 against the spread in this rivalry.
All right, Jared, 49ers or Cardinals?
I'm taking the Cardinals solely off Minty. You convinced me. That's what I'm going with.
Yay!
Is that it?
No, actually, and I think the Cardinals are a pretty good team. And the 49ers had a short week. They just came off a loss. Clearly, they couldn't stop the run last week. What makes it going to be better now? I feel like they gave more time to King and Drake. I just like the Cardinals to keep this game close. They may not win, but a 5-point loss isn't going to hurt anybody but the bettors.
All right, I'm going to be stubborn. I'm taking the 49ers. Just because that last game was in prime time on the road, everybody was watching it, so I'm thinking that that's kind of weighing into this. But Minty, is there any reason to take the Cardinals money line? Would you put any money on that?
No, I wouldn't. I expect it to be a close game, but I think the Niners win.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, good luck. Hopefully I'm wrong. And if you want any sports betting advice, follow Minty Bets on Twitter. Minty, thanks so much.
We'll see you in Vegas. We'll see you in Vegas. It's time for my commitment of the week, baby. I won last week, so I'm going to win again this week. We're going streaking, baby. I'm taking none other than the Oakland Raiders, baby. Let's go, baby. The Oakland soon-to-be Vegas Raiders are going to destroy the Cincinnati Bengals. And I'm not necessarily just betting for the Raiders. I'm betting against the Bengals. Guys are clearly tanking. They put Finley in, who's not a good quarterback. A.J. Green's not going to play. Joe Mix is only averaging like 3 yards a carry. I think the Raiders are going to run the ball well. Derek Carr's going to have a good game. And I think the Raiders win this one easily. Minus 450, but just pick them in your commitment leagues, baby. Let's survive this week.
Wow. All right. Well, I only have one thing to say about it, really, is Oakland Raider fans, I'm sorry. I'm sorry because you've officially been jinxed by Jared. Because every other week, following a win, he picks a loser. And this is, unfortunately, following a win. So somehow, the Cincinnati Bengals, quarterback nobody knows, no A.J. Green, They're going to win outright against a 455.
Well, bet a money line then, guys. We're going to be in Vegas. Go ahead and bet a money line.
I love the Bengals. I'm just kidding. It would be insane if the Bengals.
How about that? We both put our money line on who's going to win, and then afterwards.
You'll take me out to McDonald's because you'll make $10.
See, I just want to make sure you're agreeing with me. That's all I wanted. Everybody knows the Raiders going to win.
No, I don't hate it. I actually like the pick. I like the hat.
The hat looks good on me because I got it from Yahoo Sports Shop, all right? Now you should get one too.
Get your favorite team merchandise at Yahoo Sports Fan Shop.
All right, Jared, it's time for a parlay party. Usually we do this with a guest, but this week you and me have two money line parlays that we're really excited about. What's yours?
Well, the last time I did a money line parlay, all of the teams won with covering the spread. So I was like, dang, I should have took the spreads. But this week I'm going heavier. I'm going to do this because I'm in Vegas. This is going to be my bet, all right? I'm taking the Cowboys over Detroit, taking the Ravens over Houston, taking Jacksonville over Indiana, taking the Saints over Tampa Bay, and I'm taking the Chiefs over the Chargers. That will play out plus 10-15.
Woo!
Yes, I might put $100 on it and be like, yo, I got $1,000, B, bottle service on me.
Or you might put $100 on it and be like, yo, I used to have $100, B, and now I don't anymore.
Yeah, and it's going to be double whammy because the only team that would lose that, only underdog team I have is the Jaguars. I'm not going to lose that, though.
The Jaguars I like a lot on that. The Mexico game seems like it's a good pick taking the Chiefs, even though, you know, Chargers, that's always a weird game. But I like all of them. And I already know you're taking Baltimore. Dallas versus Detroit, it's a little iffy, but we don't know about.
I rock with the Cowboys. I don't know. I just rock with them, man.
You are a secret Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I just rock with them. I'm not like with, you know, everybody in the world is a Cowboys fan. I don't like those guys. I just think as a sports betting person, I like putting my money on Zeke and Dak.
All right, I'm going to say Dallas is going to be the team that loses it for you.
All right, but I'm going to double down and just make a money line parlay on Dallas to win.
That's just picking Matt.
No,
that's a single pick.
Well, then why don't you do Detroit then? Why don't you just go do Detroit and hedge it then, huh?
I'm not going to do Detroit, but I have my own bet that I'm going to put my money on.
What you going to put?
It's not going to be Detroit. I'm taking Carolina versus Atlanta, Buffalo against the Dolphins, Dallas, I guess. Minnesota to beat Denver, Jacksonville to beat Indiana, Indianapolis, and San Francisco to beat Arizona.
So what was that about Detroit
I feel a lot better about the Dallas pick. I feel a lot better about it the more I thought about it.
We definitely rode with
that wins $865. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put $100 on that, and it's going to hit, and I'm going to be like, yo, I got bottle service, B.
Oh, yeah, we're going to put it together. We're going to get 2 bottles. This is going to be us. We're going to be too drunk.
Those are two major parlays, probably long shots, but maybe worth a couple bucks.
I like it. I'm going to put my money on it.
It's time for Give Me Some Props with our friend Matt Harmon. Matt, 7-2 on prop bets so far. You are crushing it. We got 3 more for you this week. Starting off, who's going to score more total touchdowns, Deshaun Watson or Lamar Jackson?
I think this one is easy, and I'm going to go with Lamar Jackson. Obviously, he's really hot coming into this game after smashing the Bengals last week, and then, of course, the week prior, he gets the win over the Patriots. But the reason I'm going with him here is obvious. Look at that Houston Texans secondary right now. This is what they're doing to fix it. They're trading third-round picks to get Gary and Conley from the Raiders, who were so excited to get rid of him. They wanted to play him the next week. And then today, they pick up Vernon Hargreaves, who Bruce Arians said this on whether it was a hard decision to get rid of Hargreaves or not. No, it wasn't hard. So yeah, that's the state of their secondary. I'm going with Lamar Jackson, not only because of the rushing appeal, but also because of the passing as well.
All right, Jared, are you following Harmon on this one? Sounds like a good pick.
I'm absolutely not following Harmon, all right? Let me tell you this, all right? Harmon's been doing great these pop weeks, but this week, I'm going to beat Matt Harmon in props, all right? That's the only goal for this whole show is to make sure I beat him, and I'm taking Watson. And you know why? I think the Ravens win. That's my locked and loaded pick, but I think they run the ball to win. I think Mark Ingram and other company get touchdowns, where Watson has to score every touchdown for his team. I think Watson wins this quarterback touchdown ratio. Baltimore Ravens win the game.
If it was passing touchdowns, I would take Watson, but total touchdowns, I'm taking Lamar Jackson. Ravens seem like a really hard team to bet against, especially Lamar right now. All right, next up, Tom Brady minus a half passing touchdown against Carson Wentz. Do the Eagles have a chance in this one?
I think the Eagles have a chance in this one, and I'm going to go with Wentz here as well. It feels a little bit risky, but just look at the personnel of this New England Patriots passing offense right now. Mohamed Sanu and Julian Edelman are the funnel targets. I don't think they have the personnel to really take advantage of what's been the weakness for this Eagles defense right now, which has been the passing game. So for me, I'm going to go with Wentz here because he has the 2 tight ends really heating up well with both Zach Ertz and Dallas Goedert. I expect this to be a game where Wentz produces really well. And Brady right now, he's only thrown for multiple touchdowns in 2 of his last 6 games. So for me, I just don't think they have the personnel right now to be a great passing attack.
All right, Jared, let me guess. You're taking Tom Brady.
Yes, I'm taking Brady solely because I want to go against Harmon. Nope. I'm taking Brady. I don't just because I want to be opposite of him.
No, we already made the graphic.
Well, I'm taking just flip the scale. I'm taking Brady.
This is very petty, Jared.
I'm taking Wentz.
God, that's TBD on the TV screen.
No, I'm taking Wentz. I'm taking Wentz because the Eagles are winning, and you're not taking Brady. You're taking Wentz.
I'm taking Brady.
All three of us thought Wentz there.
Stick with the graphic, Jared. Stick with the graphic.
No, you chose Wentz. I didn't know you chose Wentz. I wouldn't have chose Wentz.
It's written in stone. All three of us taking Wentz. All right, last one. More passing yards, Drew Brees or Jameis Winston?
I'm going Drew Brees here. You know, this Bucs secondary's been problematic all year. I just mentioned earlier that they had to cut Vernon Hargreaves because he wasn't trying hard enough, and that's not like it's going to provide a lot of upgrades for the cornerback core back there. Drew Brees, I still think even though they floundered against the Falcons last week, that's not going to happen 2 weeks in a row, especially with the personnel in New Orleans all looking really healthy right now. We know Kamara's back. We know Jared Cook is back. Michael Thomas has been a stud. I think they really get over on this Bucs secondary that they beat up with Teddy Bridgewater earlier in the year, so I think Brees gets going here. I think he's the clear favorite.
Jared, Brees or Winston?
I'm taking Jameis, and you know why.
Why?
Sad.
Because he's black. No. No, I think Jameis has more. They're going to have to throw the ball to keep him competitive with this team. I don't think run is going to work for them. I think he definitely has more yards, even though the Saints win this game handily.
All right, I'm taking Winston. I think the Saints win, but Winston gets it in garbage time. All right, well, this has been a really fun segment today. If you need any fantasy or betting advice, even though he doesn't bet all the time, tweet at Matt Harmon, @MattHarmon_BYB. Thanks so much for stopping by, Matt.
My pleasure.
Winning.
Good luck to you, Jared. You're going to need it.
I'm winning.
You're going to need it, my friend.
You ready for next week? I'm winning.
All right, Jared, it's time for our favorite segment of the show. I don't hate it.
Which is going to be hard. We're in Vegas this weekend. There's no game I'm not betting on. I want action in every game. Every time people go, I want to go yes and no.
Well, good news is there's only 2 games on the board left. We only need to eliminate one that we hate. Which game do we hate, Jared?
Well, I'm going to tell you a game that I hate the most this weekend. 2 very bad teams that I do not want to watch. The New York Jets plus 1.5 against Washington. I can't bet on that game. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope Haskins comes out of a bye and does really good, but would you bet that?
No. I mean, I probably will bet it since we're going to be there. Probably take Jets money line. But on the show, I'm not going to take anything.
Yeah, I like
2 bad teams.
I like Crowder's been really good, I think, and Le'Veon Bell's picked it up. I do like the Jets. Washington has a good run offense. You got Adrian Peterson and Geis back, so I'm going to bet on it, but I don't know what I'm going to do right now. I'm not advising the people to bet on it.
I know. This screams like, are you frustrated? Do you want to be frustrated? Put some money on this game, and we will take care of all of your non-frustrated feelings.
As soon as you watch the game, you're like, why did I put money on the Jets?
Why did I put on the over, on the under, on the Jets, on the Redskins? You'll never feel good about it. And even if you do win, you feel kind of like, that was weird.
Well, then what game do we not hate?
Well, there's only one game left, which is the Chicago Bears plus 6.5 at the Los Angeles Rams for Sunday Night Football. It's exciting. Exciting game. Who are you taking?
I still kind of hate it. But I don't hate it, but I kind of do. I'm going to take the Rams, though. I think the Rams at home are a better team. And this is a must win for them. And I think the Bears' offense woes are still there. Trubisky had a good game. I just don't think he's going to do that against the Rams. Jalen Ramsey gets a pick finally. I'm taking the Rams.
I have a lot of thoughts on this game. It's really hard to hate a Sunday Night Football game because it's the only game. So as much as we say, like, oh, I don't want to bet on it, it's like, you know, come 5:20 Pacific time on Sunday, we're going to be sitting there and we'll have money on the game. So I have a couple different plays for this. I think sprinkle a little bit of money on Chicago's money line. 6.5. We don't know for sure the Rams are going to win, so there's some value there. But I'm going to do a 7.2 team teaser. I'm going to take Chicago up to 13.5 and the under up to 48.5 and take both of those. Low scoring game, Chicago doesn't lose by 14. Sign me up.
Sounds about right. I should have did that, but hey, I didn't think about it.
I should have done that. That's all right.
I might put a prop bet and think Cooper Kupp gets the first touchdown.
Ooh, that's not a bad. I don't know where you could find that, but that's not a bad bet.
It's risky. I'll throw $10 on it.
All right, well, we probably won't be betting too much money on that game, but we will be betting a lot of money on Thursday Night Football. Brad, welcome back. Thursday Night Football is here. Pittsburgh Steelers plus 2.5 on the road against the Cleveland Browns. Who should we put our money on tonight?
Well, thank God for sports betting gambling as a whole, because I would have no other reason to watch this game if it were not for putting a little action on it. So I tell you what, guys, let's look at the spread here. You know, Pittsburgh catching some points, interestingly, in this contest, and I think they're going to cover. I think they could easily win this game straight out. You know, look at the Steelers, 5-1-1 ATS the last 6 games. Meanwhile, Cleveland 0-4-1 ATS in its last 5. The Steelers defense, adding Minka Fitzpatrick, has been humming. James Conner's going to be back on the field. He's going to be trucking over fools. And the Steelers get the W against the spread. And again, I like them outright.
I like that outright play too. Jared, do you think the same thing?
No, I'm not at all. I think I will say the underdog has been covering on Thursday Night Football for like weeks on weeks. But I like the Browns here. I think they have the talent. They're motivated here. And the Steelers have been surprising me. They've won 4 straight, but they're not a great team. They've lost everybody. They're winning off of soul, defense, and power. And I just think that Myles Garrett's going to be in Mason Rudolph's face all night, and the Browns eat the W, baby. Let's go Browns.
I've been wrong about the Steelers all season long, and they've been pretty good for me, but I somehow took the Browns -2.5 in this one. But the more I think about it, the more I kind of like the Steelers money line. So, like you said, at least the gambling world is here, so there's a reason to watch this game. All right, over under 40.5 points. Brad, what are you thinking for the total?
Yeah, this is a race to 17 points to win this game. I'm taking the under in this one. You look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, under in 5 of their last 7 contests, 8 of the last 9. They've also been under away from Heinz Field. Cleveland's been over in 4 of its last 5, but in this series in Cleveland, the under is hit in 5 of the last 6 matchups. So this could be a war of attrition. I think it's going to be one in the trenches, a whole lot of Nick Chubb, a whole lot of James Conner, and a whole lot of field goals, if that. So give me the under.
All right, Jared, do you agree with Brad on this one?
I just had a gut feeling it's going to be over. 40 is not a lot of points, and I just have a gut feeling. Obviously, both teams have great defenses. It's going to be freezing cold tonight in Cleveland, but I just think that they're going to score some points, and that's just my gut feeling.
One of you is going to be right about one of these picks, it seems like. I took the under because take away any defensive scores, this one should stay under 40.5. All right, so for a prop bet for Thursday Night Football, over under 89.5 rushing yards for Nick Chubb. Brad, fantasy guru, what are you thinking?
This is way too bullish. Have you seen what the Steelers have done against opposing running backs over the last several weeks? They have been owning them. Let me give you the numbers. If you look at Pittsburgh, the last 6 games, 3.5 yards per carry allowed to the running back position, and just 55.3 rush yards per game surrendered to the running back position. Look, Nick Chubb is a beast. I don't, disagree with that vantage point at all. Though, Kareem Hunt is there. I think Hunt actually benefited him last week. They played pony personnel, having both the running backs on the field 43% of the time, and 113 of Nick Chubb's 116 rushing yards came within that package. But the steel curtain is back. They're impenetrable. They're going to win the battle in the trenches. I'm taking the under on Chubb. I don't even think he hits 80.
All right, Jared, do you finally agree with Brad? Can we get a little bit of agreement?
I want to, because Brad has been hot, but no, I'm not, all right?
Oh, no.
I think there's going to be a lot of points.
Noise!
I think 89 yards. Chubb's been on fire lately, and their scheme has been pretty good. And they figured out, we don't have to throw Baker Mayfield and make him make these tough throws. Let's run the ball good. I mean, he put up that many yards against the Patriots. I think he could do it against the Steelers.
I'm taking the under. I'm going with Brad. Brad was on fire last week, so I'm just tailing him. Fade the noise might not be 100% a money guarantee. All right, before we let you go, Brad, what is your best bet for this weekend?
I got 2. Actually 3, and I'm going to just say this real quick. Ohio State, lay the 52. Trust me. Rutgers is historically bad. They're straight trash, bro. The Buckeyes win that game 70-0. Number 2, Arizona, plus 11.5 against the San Francisco 49ers. They played them tough on Halloween night. Granted, that was in the desert. And San Francisco coming off their first loss this season. But this air raid offense is humming right now. And I think they're going to keep it close. Arizona, 5-1 ATS the last 6. And 5-1 ATS their last 6 road games. Philadelphia wins straight up against the New England Patriots. I've been saying it for weeks. Smoke and freaking mirrors. That's what that Patriots defense is. And the biggest weakness of the Pats is up front. They're facing the best run blocking line in the NFL in the Eagles. And that 1-2 punch of Jordan Howard and Miles Sanders will steal the victory for Philadelphia in the waning moments. So take them on the money line. By the way, if you don't want to, they're still catching 3.5.
Let's go. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
We're going to be in Vegas, so Brad, I'm going to be texting you either happy faces or I'm going to be like, yo, Brad, never text me again.
Moss Tequila, that's all you need to know. That's the winning formula in Vegas, boys.
Yeah.
All right, if you guys need any fantasy or betting advice, follow Brad on Twitter at Yahoo Noise. Thank you, Brad. All right, that wraps it up for our pro football coverage, but really quick, we're going to go through some college picks. Back to school with our friend Pamela Maldonado from OddsShark. Pamela, thanks so much for stopping by. 72-42 on this season. That is insane. Me and Jared are heading to Vegas this weekend, so we need a winner. What's your best college pick of the weekend?
I hate to do it, but I'm going to roll with Minnesota +3. It's going to be probably a heavy bet game, but you know what? Both quarterbacks are similar in total passing yards, but where the difference lies is in efficiency. Morgan has 21 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions, and 68% completion. He's third best in the country, averaging 11.2 yards per attempt. He will be tested though. Iowa has faced Iowa State, who ranks 6th in passing yards per game and 12th in passing yards per attempt. What's key though is that Iowa State does not run the ball. They are a one-dimensional offense, and we know how good of a rushing offense Minnesota has. Iowa is coming off a loss to Wisconsin, one of the best run teams in the nation, but that too is a one-dimensional offense. So now we get to see Iowa defense face a dual threat offense. You have the #1 red zone scoring offense going up against the #5 red zone defense. I think this will be a much tougher matchup and closer than the Penn State game, but I'll look to take the dog who has the offensive weapons and the momentum coming in.
You're killing me. That's my best bet of the week was Iowa -3. I'm from Iowa, and the entire time that I've been on the planet, Minnesota's only beat them one time in Iowa City. So I'm taking Iowa, but I feel bad going against you. Jared,
I don't feel bad going against you.
Jared, what one are you taking?
Ooh, I'm the tiebreaker here. Oh, okay. I'm going to take my money and put it back in my pocket for this game. I'm not betting on it, all right? But I will take Notre Dame -8 over Navy, all right? That's my bet, all right? I like Notre Dame. I think they have better athletes down the board. I think Navy did come off a bye, and they've been playing really good, and they're ranked. But Notre Dame's a better team, and they should dominate this game.
Thanks for being super helpful, Jared. I really appreciate you coming through with the tiebreaker there. All right, thanks so much for stopping by, Pamela. Follow Pamela on Twitter. She is so much smarter than me, so probably take her pick. Thanks, Pam. All right, guys, that wraps it up for our entire show this week. We're really excited to be in Vegas. Check out social media. We'll be posting a bunch this weekend as we win and probably lose a lot of money. Good luck betting Week 11. This has been Mad Bets.
Boom, boom, boom. Win some money.
Look, there's some really low-hanging fruit in the college football universe this week, guys. Really
Rutgers.
low-hanging. Minnesota +3.
No!
Another one.
They're beating the Hawkeyes outright. Navy +9 is
No, wait a minute. No.
Baylor +10. And I'm taking the Buckeyes in the 52 because they're going to win that game by like 60 or more.
Have you been watching our show? I've never seen anything. Yeah, you just picked every pick that we picked the opposite of.
And you guys are going to lose.